Buddhism is an ancient tradition with answers to life's biggest questions today. Why do we suffer? How do we relate to other beings? And how do we make the world a happier and more peaceful place for everyone? Our mission at BDK America is to help people understand Buddhism better. Are you looking to start learning about Buddhism or dig deeper? BDK America offers free books and videos for peoples of all ages and levels. Our most popular book, The Teaching of Buddha, is available to read in English and 46 other languages in physical, PDF, and audiobook formats. Visit our website for our latest publications and order your own free copy today.
Hello, thanks for tuning in. So far in our program, we have looked at meditation from the Theravada and Zen traditions. By covering Tibetan meditation today, we will have taken a look at all the three major styles of Buddhist meditation that are popular today in the United States. Needless to say, there are numerous kinds and levels of meditation within Tibetan Buddhism. Today, we are fortunate to have back with us Venerable Geshe Sonam Gyaltsen Gonta of the Gelugpa denomination, of which the Dalai Lama is the head. Venerable Gonta was with us 2 shows ago when we discussed the teaching of impermanence. Well, Venerable Gonta, it's great to have you back. Today we're talking about meditation, and meditation is part of overall practice. So my question is, why do we practice in the first place?
Practice is important because every of us, wants happiness and doesn't want suffering. That's why meditation is. Because through meditation, we can accumulate virtuous action.
Virtuous action.
Virtuous action. Through virtuous action, we can be a happy person. First thing,
So if we practice virtuous action, we can be happy.
Happy
that's
person.
the
Yes,
assumption.
that's the only thing. Yeah? Secondly, I can say that, can you practice? If you see, yes, right now we can practice. Because we are born as a human being.
As a human being.
Human being, yes.
Yeah.
Human being, as we talked last time, is a very, precious.
Precious.
Very, have a deep intelligence, unlike animal beings or like that. That's why we can practice one thing. And secondly, we have the external, teachers. Externally, in other words. Internally means we have, we are, oneself is born as a human being. Externally, the spiritual master is there who teach the Dharma teaching.
Okay, so externally we have teachers to help us.
Yes, help us. In other words, Dharma teaching is there.
Dharma teaching, and then internally we have the...
Yes, human being, human mind.
Human mind.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, this is the second,
Okay.
So, thirdly,
Good.
Thirdly, I want to say, well, then, you can't, wait for next life, You have to practice now, this life,
This life.
This life. Because if you don't practice this life, we don't know next life where we can't say we will born as a same human being. Okay, third thing. Lastly, if you say, some people say, oh, I have time. Maybe I do practice in last for 10 years or after retiring or maybe next year or next month like that, tomorrow. But this we can't say, since death is uncertain, time of death is uncertain.
The time of death is uncertain.
That's why we have to practice now for the betterment of futures.
Now, part of practice is meditation.
Yes,
very
that
important
is
part.
Yes,
okay.
This is a practice.
So why do we practice meditation? We talked about why we do practice in general, but why do we practice? Why do you suggest we meditate?
Yes, this is important. Meditation means, to familiar about, to accustom, just to have good habit. In other words, that's why by practicing, or by meditating, we can familiar with renunciation, bodhicitta mind, altruistic mind, well-being of other being, or like that.
Okay, so
unlike attachment or like this.
Okay, so doing meditation, it makes us familiar with the
with
mind, good things.
Yes.
Altruistic mind, you
yes,
said?
Yes,
and bodhicitta. Bodhicitta means the mind of aspiring to become enlightened or awakened.
Yes, that's right.
And thinking of other people. These are the good things.
Yes.
Okay, so meditation helps us to cultivate
those
good qualities.
Positive things. You see?
I see, okay.
Right now, you see, one thing I should say, you see.
Yeah.
Right now, as a common human being, we are so much familiar with attachment, anger, all these things. Even if these are not taught by others, you see, since we are familiar with beginningless time till now, we accustomed and we are habituated to that. That's why we soon get anger or like that. You see?
So anger and attachment are. You're saying it's more natural for us.
Yes, we are accustomed to that.
You say it's familiar, but it means we're accustomed to or familiar with that.
Yes.
But we're not as familiar with the teachings.
Good things.
So we have to cultivate the good
that's
things.
Why, you see.
So, in a way, negative things are easy because it's natural.
Yes.
But positive things we have to work at.
Yes, that's why we have to practice. We have to meditate purposely with some effort.
Okay. Now, let me ask you about what are the benefits of meditation. You know, there are 10 million people in the United States who do some kind of meditation a day, every day. 10 million people. That's a lot of people.
That's
so I'm sure there are people who find meditation to be beneficial. In your view, what are the benefits of meditation?
There are a lot of benefits, you see. Anyway, but if concisely, you see, if speaking, you see, we can have a positive virtuous action. We can accumulate like that, you see.
Positive, virtuous?
Virtuous, how should I say? Action.
Action.
Virtuous and action, you see.
Okay.
That means, you see, we can have patience, generosity, effort, good effort, you see.
So passion, generosity, good effort.
Everything, you see. Everything we can, you see, develop by meditating.
I see.
These are the benefits, you see.
I see.
You see?
Okay.
In other words, we can mentally reach, and physically and mentally reach. You see?
So, and we're talking about in this life, right?
Right,
Today,
even in this life,
now,
you see?
Yeah.
Even in this life.
Yes.
Of course, especially from Buddhist point of view, our aim or end is not this life, but future life or up to enlightenment thing, you see. But even even if you don't think about this life, you see, we can be physically or mentally very rich and healthy person.
Okay, so I think you have convinced me that meditation is good.
Yes.
So we have looked at Zen and Theravada kinds of meditations. So could you show us one form of meditation that you practice in your tradition? So I know there are many, but if you can just show us one form or one slice of your meditative tradition.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Here we have 7 Vairocana postures. I will try to demonstrate to you. First, your legs be crossed. What we say Vajra posture, or in other words, we have a lotus posture or half lotus posture. Even if it is uneasy for you, you can even sit on the chair. Okay. Secondly, you have your hand or palm under the navel, and like this, you see. This is, we say, meditational equipoises. Thirdly, your back should be straight so that your channels and blood circulation should be good. Then your shoulder to be straight. Then your mouth shouldn't be closed, yet the tongues just touch at the back side of the teeth. Then you shouldn't close your eyes, just half closed. And okay, these are the 7 Vairocana postures you can do. You can visualize all sentient beings around you. Your father of this life at the right hand of you. You can visualize your mother at left. And in front of you, you can, if you have enemy, you can visualize your enemy. If you don't have, the person you don't like. Backside of you, you can visualize the friend or person you like, so that you won't attach them. Then all around all sentient beings, right from, Gorim to Harim, okay? So, thinking that all are suffering, and so that you can develop love and compassion, and they are in form of human being like you, because human being is the best to Dharma practice, okay? Then most important thing to do meditation is your motivation, Your motivation should be, for the well-being of all sentient beings, I should attain enlightenment, This is very important, That this is how to begin the meditation. Then after that, you can do the actual meditation.
So, there you have it. You have witnessed a form of Tibetan meditation demonstrated to us by Venerable Gonta. One of the most important lessons that we can draw from this is that the real enemy is often our own ignorance and delusion within, rather than actual persons out there. To help us conquer this enemy within, we should constantly keep in mind the meaning of today's opening passage. The secret of health for both mind and body is not to mourn for the past, not to worry about the future, or not to anticipate troubles, but to live wisely and earnestly for the present. In our next show, we will look at another dimension of the teaching of impermanence, where we are inspired to be open to changes without resisting. See you then.
We at Bukkyo Dendo Kyokai pursue peace and happiness for people around the world. We have published the Buddhist teachings into 41 languages and donated our publication to hotels and other facilities in 55 countries. We would like to share the Buddhist teachings with people around the world. That's our mission. Visit our website for more information.